That it is, Derek. We are looking at beautiful conditions for the rest of this evening ahead of some changes as we go into tomorrow and beyond. You'll see that a little more heat and humidity working tomorrow, and then we could be looking at some storms this weekend. Overall, the high heat and humidity we felt last week, that heat dome is off to our southwest. It does draw a little closer by tomorrow. As you can see, the colors don't change a ton, but those oranges, those deeper yellows start to work closer towards us. So you may notice a little extra heat, a little extra humidity tomorrow, but most spots I do think stay south of 90 degrees. And then that heat dome starts to move southwards, so eventually we cool back off for Friday and beyond. So through the night, temperatures in the mid-60s under a partly cloudy sky, weather staying nice and mild for the overnight hours. And then as we head into tomorrow, you are going to see conditions heating back up again. Just for reference, by the way, you can see that we're in the low 80s to upper 70s right now, so conditions staying seasonable and comfortable. We remain right around those values over the rest of this evening under a partly cloudy to mostly sunny sky. And like you saw just a second ago, mid-60s under partly cloudy weather for later tonight. Then as we get into tomorrow, middle 80s. So we're not quite to the upper 80s, but we'll pick up a couple extra degrees of warmth. It will be a little more humid, so it might feel like the upper 80s to 90 degrees tomorrow with that added mugginess in the air. Not much of a breeze, so don't look for that south wind to really cool you off much. Might end up being kind of a stuffy afternoon as a result of that slight rise in humidity. Then things really start to change as we get into the weekend. Friday, ending the week with dry and quiet conditions, temperatures cooling off slightly. Then we really cool off this weekend. We are keeping an eye on mainly Saturday night into Sunday. On and off showers and storms. May even have some pockets of heavier rainfall at times on Sunday. I don't think the day is going to get washed out, but you might have one of those days where it rains for a while, then we stay dry, then it rains again. So one of those Sundays may be setting up as we get into the end of this week. Something definitely keep an eye on as we draw closer to that and you start to make your weekend plans. So for the next 4 days, we are looking at, again, temperatures heating up slightly going into the end of the work week. We're back down. I think all the clouds and showers will keep us in the 70s for Sunday as we are looking at, again, a somewhat rainy day ahead. Then beyond that, that cooler weather does stick around for a while. You can see that we're hovering right at about 80 degrees, upper 70s, right about 80 for Tuesday, and then warming back up to summer levels late into next week. But it's a big departure from the heat that we just got out of. We're trading the 90s for the 70s as we go from last week into next week.